So what do birds and dogs have in common?
They're on the show today.
Good work.
And that's why they pay you the big bucks.
They pay you the big bucks?
Smart up here.
Damn it. Hi, I'm Andrew Cawthorn.
And I'm Corey Amato, and you're watching MashUp.
Seriously, how much do they pay you?
$525.
Here's our act fact for the day. Ring Dog Rescue is a rescue group devoted to the bully breeds. You know, strong, stubborn, and wonderful breeds who come in all sizes and colors. We're talking pit bulls, mastiffs, boxers, American bulldogs. They're a nonprofit who list adoptable bullies and try to promote education about these breeds. So of course, Brigitte spent some quality dog time with these guys.
The two founders, which were myself and another woman by the name of A.K. Taylor, founded the group mostly. We met through another rescue organization. We started realizing the serious plight of the pit bulls and the fact that the city shelters are overwhelmed with the pit bull type dog, which encompasses about 15 different breeds. So it's kind of hard to say exactly what's in each of our dogs. Anything that would be declared a pit bull type dog is something that we would probably consider taking into our organization. So we decided to branch off and start our own group that focused specifically on trying to save bully breeds because they were so discriminated against. 90% of what we do is education. We want to educate the public on what fabulous dogs they really are, given the opportunity to be good dogs. You know, it's kind of like speaking up for the one that nobody else wants to, speak up for.
Saturday, October 25th, from 11 to 2, we're having education and information about pit bulls and the spay and neutering and things of that nature at the Richmond City Shelter on Chamberlain Avenue. And we are also having an adoption stand on Cary Street at Cary Street Cleaners from 1 to 4 on Saturday as well.
We partnered with Prevent a Litter in Carytown, and they're going to give us 25 free spay-neuter slots for people who own pit bulls. So they're not for our rescue group to save dogs. It's for outreach, community outreach.
It's just such a loyal and dedicated and beautiful breed. I mean, they are what you make them, and they can flourish into wonderful companion animals that just, there's no replacement. There's no replacement for a pit bull.
National Pit Bull Awareness Days are this weekend in Carytown. You can kiss a pit bull, adopt a pit bull, or just buy a bumper sticker or t-shirt to support the cause at Carytown Cleaners on Cary Street. And for all you drinking pit bull lovers, head to Banditos tomorrow night from 7 to 10 for the Pit Bull Lovers Social Hours and raise a glass to these lovable bully breeds. For even more info, check out ringdogrescue.org. When you think one-man band, what comes to mind? Probably nothing like local talent Gull, who manages to do so many things at once that we just had to see it up close. This guy is completely amazing. One guitar, a drum set, a mic, and a blur of moving body parts. You have to see it and hear it to believe it. You play the drums and the guitar at the same time. Mm-hmm. Was that something that was hard to learn, or have you always been able to do that?
When I was in that transition between drums and guitar, I started messing around of using the guitar as more of a drum, a percussive instrument. The difficulties come in when I'm just playing something, even if it's kind of simple, and I want to have just kind of a straight up beat, but I don't want it to be the same kind of beat as what I've done before. That can be kind of tough, being trying to coordinate that, but it takes a little bit of time and effort. But
I guess, how did you decide to create this one-man band that you have?
I mean, I started messing around with it for a couple of years before I actually started writing stuff. I moved to West Philadelphia, having more time to myself. That was a big thing. Right after Philly, I moved to upstate New York, and I joined this puppet group, and that was a really big thing because I was spending a lot of time whenever I was home by myself.
The name Gull, what is Gull?
My father is he's an ornithologist. He's a bird man. So birds have been just in my conscious, subconscious, just pretty much, my whole life.
Let's talk about the mask.
The finger is pointing here. I don't know if that helps at all, but there's an old telephone microphone about this big. And it's right there, but on the inside. And then there's two wires that go from it up to here, which this is from a stereo, and a 1/4-inch input that just goes into goes into the amplifier, the same amplifier that I play guitar out of. Because I don't know if you've ever tried to like play drums and have a mic right here and try and sing. It's weird, and yeah, I don't know. And also it's really nice to be completely self-sufficient. I'm definitely a firm believer in the collective consciousness and that sort of thing. As soon as you think of something, somebody else is already doing it, or this is just how it goes. It's like everything that you've accumulated, in your life, like not just sounds or music, but also experiences, and trying to convey this through sound and through music, art, just expressing it. I feel like I'm getting closer to that all the time.
Did we not warn you of how totally holy crap this guy was? When we first saw him at the Carnival of Five Fires, the crowd just stood there with their jaws hanging wide open. Now you know why. You're going to definitely want to check out the MashUp sessions, over there or down there, to see a couple of his performances. Fair warning though, you may need to watch them more than once to completely believe it.
Today's featured poster is Nightmare on Hull Street. Yes, the River City Roller Girls are doing it roller style again. This Sunday, October 26th at 6:30 at Skateland on Hull Street. Tickets are only $10 in advance, and you can get them at Plan 9 or World of Birth. Or you can wait and get them at the door Sunday night for $12. But that's $2 extra you could spend on beer, so why wait till the last minute? Don't miss the mayhem. Skulls. I have one. You have one.
Martha Stewart has one.
She does, in fact, have a skull. Who knew? Jump back.
Yeah. But speaking of Martha Stewart, there's a guy who knows Martha Stewart who we'll be talking to about skulls.
And if you could follow that line of thought, check back Friday to see exactly what he's talking about. Until then, I'm Corey Amato.
And I'm Andrew Cawthorn. And what are you talking about, Mike?
That you. Hi. How are you?
They're a nonprofit or... Wow, I just...
Blonded?
Yeah, totally blonded. This isn't my real hair color. They're a nonprofit who list adoptable bullies. God! They're a nonprofit who... What the hell is wrong with me?
Skulls.
Skulls.
I have one.
I have one.
You have one. Even little Ray Ray has one.
Who's Little Ray Ray?
Yes, the River City Roller Girls are doing it roller again. Roller style again.
Right. Roller again.
What is that?
They do it roller. Like Nightmare on Hull Street. Yes, that's right. What? You guys love me. Don't even lie. You are enjoying this. Don't pretend, okay? Do not pretend.